What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn reveals why he turned down signing Daniel Dubois. Eddie Hearn has revealed that he turned down the chance to sign Dubois, while Dubois, of course, is defending his belt against his fighter, Anthony Joshua. And Hearn told Talk Sports, he said, "I never really had my eye on him. But I had Ambrose Mendy come on me and say, there's the kid at GB. I spoke to the people at GB and they said he's a really good young heavyweight. They phoned me up and said, this is the deal that's on offer from Queensberry. Will you match it? I said no, because I hardly ever heard of him and it was a lot of money. That was when I found out really and discussed Dubois at length. When he started out, he looked really good, and I don't kick myself, but I was like, oh, well, maybe he was worth the money. Then obviously he got beat by Joe Joyce and was like, wow, all the investment lost, but the bounce back has been really impressive. I think it goes to show you that when you jump in the deep end, if you get beat, it's not the end of the world. Look at Dubois, and that way he's bounced back, and now he's in the form of his career. And still, what is he, 26? He's really probably not even in his prime heavyweight yet. Those are the words of Eddie Hearn, and let me counterpunch. How long has Daniel Dubois been a pro? Let's take a look at his record real quick, because I'm trying to see the time frame when he started. So I'm looking at his professional career. So he turned professional in April of 2027 when he had a first-round knockout versus Marcus Kelly in April of 2017. 2017, yeah, you look at that, what happened? April of 2017. What happened in March of 2017, people? If you guys know. If you don't know, let me tell you, it's not a trivia. AJ fought and beat Vladimir Klitschko, the reigning king, in March of 2017. Okay, and one thing I noticed about Eddie Hearn is not a guy that believes in having too many people. You know, he may have and may sign guys based on something, and if they're not in high demand or if they're not demanding a lot, like, you know, Dubois was, and now I know why he didn't go to the Tokyo Games, because he did it for the bread, for the money. So Eddie wasn't going to do that, because Eddie already knew, why would I worry about a younger guy when I already have a younger guy in Anthony Joshua that's a golden Olympian, that's a unified heavyweight champion, that's making millions of dollars by now. Why would I need Daniel Dubois? I don't need him. And in fact, he had guys and was getting rid of guys like Michael Hunter, you know, which he got rid of in 19 after he fought Povetkin, and Luis Ortiz after Luis Ortiz beat up Malik Scott and took out Dave Allen. Okay, so, and Eddie didn't need Daniel Dubois. And he wasn't going to pay for Daniel Dubois based on what he already had at the heavyweight division. Okay, that's why he wasn't going to do that. You know, now, was it a mistake? I don't really think so, because I think, and I know now, we all know, Frank Warren signed Daniel Dubois based on the rumors of what he did to AJ, which is and was a part of Matchroom. So you can't have them all. You can't have them all, and you don't have really desire to invest in them all, especially when you have a cash cow like AJ. You know, and you have to think, this is AJ that's been through something. He's been through the fire. He's a unified champion. I'm sorry. And he was the WBA and the IBF unified champion at the time. This is right before he fought Carlos Takam, you know, because that was his next fight. It was supposed to have been Kubrat Pulev for the IBF, but Pulev had some kind of chest condition or something like that. So that fight didn't happen. So he ended up fighting Carlos Takam. Then he ended up fighting Joseph Parker. Then he ended up fighting Alexander Povetkin. Okay, so, you know, Eddie did not have or feel the need to sign someone fresh out of camp. So I don't see, and there's no reason to sign him. Okay, so I just don't see why he would at that point, because the money that they were having, Eddie Hearn is a pragmatic person as well. He's not going to sign someone that he doesn't have or see value in. You know what I mean? Besides what they said about him, obviously that didn't really compel him to sign for that amount of money. Now, I don't know how much money that was, but I can tell you that Eddie was not interested. But I think it was based on the time frame. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn and why he decided to turn down signing Danny Dubois. On that note, why would he get a deal from Queensberry versus they accepted the amount that they wanted? Why would Matchroom want to match it? Okay, before I forget, and I think what it is, again, you have to think about the condition that Matchroom was in with Anthony Joshua and, with a lot of fighters. You had Dillian White and Gennady Golovkin, and you had a lot of fighters at Matchroom once upon a time, right? Alexander Usyk was there. Then you had Queensberry with Frank Warren. And remember, Frank Warren was once the rival of Eddie's father, Barry Hearn. So he was considered that old school guy, maybe on his way out, you know what I mean? And probably could no longer compete because Matchroom at the time was in a better condition. That's why Danny Dubois people was like, hey, can you match that offer from Queensberry? You know what I mean? Because Queensberry, again, they needed something to respond or to fill that void at Queensberry in the heavyweight division like Anthony Joshua. But again, you guys tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn's refusal and why he decided not to sign Danny Dubois. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched.